Welcome back to more Disco Elysium. In the last episode, I confronted the pigs, and I got my gun back. Now, I don't know if this is a bug or something, but she's gone. She's gone. Obviously, between the last episode and this one, I saved the game. And then when I reloaded to start recording this episode, the pigs is no longer here. I don't think it matters that much, but definitely wanted to verbally explain that discrepancy. I also picked up a thought at the end of the last episode. I believe it was this one. Rigorous self-critique. You're one sorry piece of shit. A cop penitent. A flagellant cop monk. This is not the right line of work for you. You should be groveling at the feet of a feudal lord, providing lurid evidence against yourself at a mausoleum show trial, or ripping the flesh from your back with a cat of nine tails whip. Whatever made you this way, you can be damn sure it was your own fault. Do it. Really criticize yourself. Who knows? You might uncover something of importance from your guilt-ridden past. I don't know if I want to do that yet. But yeah, let me go down here. I kind of want to do more prank calls. I want to see if it's infinite or if there's something that comes out of it. I don't know. Let's take a look.
Up the handset. There's a tone. The machine is operable.
Put 10 cents in and dial a random number.
Calling.
I'm tired.
A man answers fast this time. His voice is hoarse from cigarettes. You hear typing in the background.
Sounds like he hasn't talked to anyone in quite a while.
What are you tired of?
Writing. I hate writing so much. But I have to get back to it.
The man disappears with a sigh.
Sounds like one of the developers who was writing the script for this game put that in there as a little Easter egg to himself.
You do not hear the customary disconnect tone, just silence in the handset. The machine is still waiting for you to dial a number. Seems like it did not have time to swallow the coin. This sometimes happens. Lucky you, the call went too fast for the payphone to register. You can still make a new one without paying.
Okay, let's do it. It's a 97% chance interfacing check. Dial a random number with your eyes closed.
You close your eyes and put your index finger on the rotary dial. Then pull down on the number. Then move one up and repeat the motion twice. Strange. This is not how you started before.
Keep dialing.
414447. The rotary dial feels cold from the sea air.
Keep dialing.
1117361. Your fingers keep moving like a spider. Every time the ring rotates back with a little ring of metal, like a bell tolling.
There's more?
Yes. 45167451. You are going deeper now, into some unknown place, far away from this island of matter and its telecommunication networks.
Finish it.
451. You have dialed God knows how many numbers. The headset has been waiting silently to relay a signal. Surely nothing can come of this, you think. But it does. A connection. An ultra-long distance call. Your air fills with a crackle, the wash of a strange ocean full of white noise. A little bird starts ringing in there, not like the local calling tone before. No, a small ring in a cage of distortion, far away. A distant network of phones. Calling. Calling in the night. The saddest sound in the world. Calling still. Ringing by the bedside of a dark but capacious apartment with long windows. You know this to be true. The handset starts slipping from your sweaty palm. Your breathing is heavy.
Long windows. How do I know that?
You just do. And you know it is going to hurt.
Kim.
The lieutenant is too far away to hear your yelp. The sea wind blows.
So I have a very low volition chance here to hang it up. So I definitely wanted to keep calling, but I also want to do this to get maybe an alternate dialogue or something. So I'm going to do the volition and hope that I fail it. So really, there's a 3% chance this goes against me. So let me try this.
You can't. Some strange force is keeping the headset glued to your hand. Your ear listening to the ring in the speaker.
That's the outcome I was hoping for.
Calling. 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 Calling still. Then the ocean breaks. Out of the depths, a woman's voice emerges. Small. The dearest thing you've ever heard.
Hello?
She sounds sleepy. Hello? She hums, her voice warm from sleep.
Who is this?
Your voice is so beautiful.
No. It's you, isn't it? It's you.
She's waking up now. Who is this?
Dora. Who is this? The connection is bad.
She's still confused.
Dora. The name feels like a gift. A gift that was meant for you. To make it possible to live. And fight. In the distorted distance, you hear someone turning next to her. Bed springs rattle. Don't react. Whatever you do, don't react to that last thing.
Is someone there?
No answer. You're not sure, but you think you hear a man's voice in the background. It's covered in pain and white noise.
I want to die.
What?
It takes her a second to realize what you said. Your voice makes me want to turn into dust.
Oh no. Is that you?
Her voice sounds like she's waking up now. Still plaintive, tired.
This is too much. You need to recede.
A creature is a creature. I wish I was the wind.
Oh no, not this. What time is it?
I am the last faithful kingsman. I will free the city of Revachol. I will turn back the sea. I will reverse time.
You're not a kingsman, Harry. You're drunk.
She knows my name. Oh my god. Is that the ex-wife? Did I drunk dial the ex-wife?
You only have 2, maybe 3 things left to say before the change runs out.
Oh man, what do I pick here? I want to make this dramatic for my cop, like some sort of climax to his inner struggle arc. Because it seems like all his trauma is tied back to this woman. I'm not drunk or high, I'm just hurt. Why does it hurt to talk to you?
Oh God.
There's silence. It's heavy as tin. The white noise howls. Hey.
Do you know what time it is? It's so late here.
Sounds like she's looking for a clock on the nightstand.
It's 4 o'clock, Harry. I need to wake up in 2 hours.
Where are you? You sound like you're in another world.
I'm in Morova, sleeping.
Where are you going in 2 hours?
To work.
Where?
The academy, where I work.
The academy? That sounds better than my job. I'm happy.
No response, only a sigh. The connection crackles like burning paper.
I am the law. I am a detective. I'm doing a case. There's a hanged man.
She does not answer anymore.
It doesn't matter. This case doesn't matter.
Harry.
Disconnect tone. The machine ran out of money.
Dang, man, that's heavy. That's heavy.
Run. To the church. Home. Anywhere but here. Anything but calling her again.
I have to try again, right? So I'm going to put 10 cents in and dial the long phone number again.
You dial the number again. 26 pulls of the rotary dial. The machine eats the coin, and a terrifying ocean of distance rustles in your ear. In the middle of it, a familiar ring. Small, distorted. Calling. Calling.
Let it call.
Calling. 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 It looks like she does not want to pick it up, Harry. Stop scaring her.
Why?
Come on, you know why.
Still, let it ring.
Calling. Calling.
Harry, please.
A sad voice answers, dressed in distortion.
Underneath it, she is naked and warm under a blanket.
You're warm.
There's a sigh.
You're naked, aren't you? I'm gonna beat the handset against the phone.
You can't hear her reply.
Let me heal the health here. There was someone there before. I heard someone. Who's there with you?
She does not answer. All you hear is hiss.
I need to know who you are. Who are you?
Please. I'm going to hang up now, okay?
Phone hanging up. Disconnect tone.
I must keep trying. I'm gonna put another 10 cents in and keep spam dialing the ex-wife.
You dial the number again, as you've done many times. You remember it well now. 001 41 44 47 11 17 361 451 67 451 451. Calling, 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 calling.
Let me heal the morale. I'm down to 1.
And calling for who knows how long, but no one answers. You need to insert more money to call again.
You want my money?
The cold metal is hard and your knuckles bleed.
I do have that thought equipped, by the way, that heals me whenever I physically damage an inanimate object. That's why I took damage there, but not really.
Takes your mind away from that voice, for 1 second at least.
That's enough now, officer.
The lieutenant stands at a distance. You want more money now, huh? You want fucking money?
It didn't give you any fun for that money. Your hand is swelling up.
Officer, that's enough. Let's return to work.
It's over.
Okay, I'll leave. No, I gotta try again. I must.
A metal payphone under a yellow plastic dome. There's a bitter, caustic taste on the tip of your tongue as you look at the handset. Life is garbage.
I guess you can't. That was it. Man, that's heavy. I kind of really like how anticlimactic that was. You would expect something to come out of those conversations, but I love how it just ended. You just got hung up on and it just ended. That's dark. Let me go down to the fishing village. I can do stuff till 2 a.m. I believe, so let me see if there's anything else to do. I think I have a task to look at myself in the mirror, so I might try to do that as well. Ooh, what's this? How did I miss this before? I don't know how I missed that. Got all the drunk guys here. Let me talk to the granny.
The old woman still sits in her chair, continuing with her chores. As she does so, she quietly hums to herself. The buzz of electric lights blends together with the slow rumble of the ocean waves at night. There's a gap where the name of that song should be. You should ask her about it right now.
You're still up?
Yes, I can't really sleep anymore. Only a few hours a night. It happens when you grow older.
She sloshes the water in the bucket around for a bit.
My suggestion is, don't grow any older than you already are. That's old enough. What's troubling your mind?
What is the song you're humming?
A lullaby my mother used to sing. I sang it to my kids too. It's an old Samaran children's song.
What's it called?
Surrender to the night.
She replies, slowly rocking back and forth.
That's kind of grim for a children's song, even if it is a lullaby.
Sounds nice.
Yes, it does.
Have you seen a red-haired woman named Ruby around the coast?
Nay, I haven't seen anyone lately.
Okay, but do you know who I'm talking about?
This is my little cinder block town. I know what goes on around here.
She nods with a wrinkled smile.
She's being evasive. She knows something.
There was a murder in Martinez. She might be a suspect. We would appreciate your help.
He points east.
Would you now? I know how this world works, and it doesn't work when people tell on each other.
You know something. We're here to help.
Aye, that you are, Dark Omen. Help yourselves and your organization. Help the storm clouds gather on the horizon.
She shakes her head. I see you know something, but you've decided not to tell us.
There's not much to tell. People come and go. Now, was there something else?
I see, ma'am. I hope you don't mind if we look around anyway.
You should look around your shack. Maybe she's rented it out to others too.
Goodbye, I'm off. Now, I do still need to ask this one on a date, and I think there was a bonus if I do it by myself without Kim. So I think I'm going to send Kim to bed. It's almost 1:30 already anyway, so I want to make sure I have time to do other things without him.
It's getting late, and it's raining. Time to call it a day.
Good night, Kim.
Good night, officer. We'll meet in front of the shack in the morning.
Let me go in the shack. Let me see what's in here.
As you look at the floorboards in this corner of the shack, it's clear one of them isn't quite level with the others. The edge of a floorboard next to it looks scratched.
Let me move the board aside.
Hollow space underneath the floorboards is dark and damp. You can barely make out the mixture of sand and sawdust below.
What's in here?
Nothing particular catches your eye. Looks like more reeds. There might be something hidden inside the sand, though. Something bad. Someone's night thoughts. A last resort. A bad idea.
Search through the sand and sawdust.
You stick your hand in and start combing through the sand. Dry, not like outside. Fine dust. And then something hard wrapped in paper.
What is it?
A small cylindrical object. You pull it out. A bullet.
Nice.
A 9mm bullet, to be exact. Fit for all muzzle loaders of that caliber. Like your own Villiers pistol, for example.
This bullet isn't for a breech loader like the murder weapon?
The floorboard isn't interested. Maybe the washerwoman is. You have enough to confront her with. Holding the bullet, you get the feeling this isn't ammunition against you. It's for herself.
Interesting. Always save one for yourself. Let me take a look here. Okay, I guess the bullet just went directly in the gun. Alright. Let me go outside and talk to the lady, because I do need to talk to her alone. So I want to make sure I have enough time, because it's getting close to 2 o'clock. Hold on, let me come here to the end. I haven't inspected this here. Oh, what is this? That is Joyce, I think. The planks creak beneath your weight. Yeah, that's Joyce in her boat, but yeah, let me talk to her first.
Aye, the sea's gonna calm down soon. I can feel it. The wind is turning southeast. What's on your mind, officer?
So it is a low chance, but it is a white chick. She needs to go on a date with another drunk badly. So I need suggestion. Be seeing you. Let me see what I got in terms of suggestion. Increase my chances here. I'll probably take some stuff as well. Anything giving me suggestion? That's a -1. This will give me suggestion. Good. Oh, I haven't been wearing my conceptualization shirt. Dang, I forgot about it. Should have been wearing that. Come on, what do I got here? Surely I have another suggestion item. I do not. This is the only suggestion item I have. I could take some Pyrrolidon. That'll give me another +1. Let's do it. And again, I feel like you have to go in and out with this. There we go. I have 9 uses of this. That's a lot of drugs. Perfect. Let me heal my health here. Now let me try this.
Aye, the sea's gonna calm down soon. I can feel it. The wind is turning southeast. What's on your mind, officer?
So we're at 58%.
Oh yes, she does. You need to get your drink on. There is no other way for human beings to procreate. Not after 6,000 years of yeast cultivation-based mating rituals.
Since the dawn of mankind, Al Ghul has watched over the reprocreation of our species. Lay with me. Let's celebrate the Ghoul.
Now, there's a whole shipment of big words. May mankind be plentiful, I guess. Can I get back to my nets now?
She looks at you from head to toe.
She doesn't even understand you asked her out. Perhaps you're too sober to pull it off right now. Try again later.
Alright, I got a lot of points, so I am going to drop one into suggestions so I can immediately retry this.
Aye, the sea's gonna calm down soon. I can feel
72
it.
now.
The wind is turning south.
You think she really needs more of that after a man died at sea?
Well, what do I do then?
What if I told you it is actually possible to go on a date sober?
Get out of here with your crazy fringe theories.
Before recorded history, men and women were able to do simple, very primitive things together sober. Acknowledge the situation and keep it basic.
I'm a drunk. Don't know if you've noticed. So I usually ask people to drink with me.
I have, and I don't really.
You just want to go for a walk. What kind of a monster doesn't want to go for a walk? Walks are innocent.
This time, though, I thought I'd ask you for a walk.
Just a walk? I don't know, officer. I would not have taken you for an innocent perambulator.
She feigns extreme surprise. I am. That's why I should definitely agree.
Where would this walk take us, officer?
She's thinking, eyes mapping your rugged features.
Nothing creepy, strange, or out there. Keep it eerie and simple.
There's a nice view on the beach I found. To the northwest, Land's End.
All right. I will walk with you. But you need to understand that nothing is going to happen. We're just walking.
Something could happen.
Yes, someone could get pushed in the water. Maybe even get laughed at. But I'm sure that's not going to happen.
She replies with a smile.
Stroll on the beach sounds nice. All right, I guess I'll be seeing you at Land's End in the evening. When it gets dark, all right?
She doesn't wait for an answer. You better get ready.
Okay, so it's already evening. Hopefully nothing bugs out here.
Was that acceptance? It feels so normal. Nourishing even.
Let me take a look here. You have a date with Lillian. Go to Land's End in the northern tip of the peninsula quickly. She's not going to wait for you forever. Alright, I have to get up there then. Let me run. Land's End is all the way to the northeast. It's pretty far, actually. past the church. Love my guy running with his speed. It's hilarious. Land's End. That's over where that pillbox is, right? The one I can't open with the weird door. How do I get there? Oh man, I'm lost. I thought it was here, north past the church. Am I going crazy? The same address the lead programmer of Fortress Accident was looking for. Okay, let me go this way. Yeah, it's this way. I just had to go on this left side of the church as opposed to the right side of it. I think this is it here. And there she is. Perfect.
The woman gazes steadily at the waves. A sudden gust picks up her dark hair and lets it fall again, tousled, wild. She brushes a few stray locks from her eyes, and only then spots you approaching.
Aye, so here you are. It's late and it's raining. Water is cold. Ice cold.
She puts her hands out and lets the rain fall on her palms.
Know that you're not the first guy to bring a girl to Land's End. This is what the locals call a make-out spot. That is not going to happen here today. I just want to make that clear, Dimples.
She turns to face the sea once more.
Her thoughts are still elsewhere, with distances across the water, and with the water itself. Across the rusty water, that's La Delta, the financial district. In the mist-covered distance, towers rise as a rebuke to the poverty of this coast.
You seem surprised that I made it. I kind of like that I'm going on a date with her after that very dramatic phone call with the ex-wife. I feel like that's at least a little bit of encouragement for our protagonist here, Harrier de Bois.
Drinking men aren't known for keeping their appointments.
I'm a rock star. It's a rock star thing, tardiness.
Aye, you're the starest of them all.
She says with mock seriousness, then bursts out laughing as she turns to face the sun reflected in the waves.
Her laughter is throaty and warm. It rhymes with the waves and the cries of the gulls.
Here it comes.
She says as she turns back to the sea, the weather begins to clear under the steady gaze.
So fast as to make it seem like the weather turns at her command.
Wait, did you just do that?
Me? No. Just grew up on the sea. Know which way the wind's blowing and all. Knew the weather'd clear up once we got here. Otherwise, it would have been a less pleasant stroll, nay?
I wonder what happens if I'm in the middle of a conversation and it reaches 2 a.m. I hope nothing that kind of prevents me from going further. That would be disappointing.
You should say something. Anything. Maybe the tequila sunset thing.
You know, a past incarnation of myself called himself Tequila Sunset. I wonder what that is.
It's a common Revitolian expression. Means drinking yourself to death.
She narrows her eyes. Found a corpse recently. He'd had a Tequila Sunset moment.
And what about you? Keeping the name?
Let me see what I want to say here. Who am I kidding? I'm probably going to drink myself to death, whatever name I choose.
Well then.
She shrugs and turns toward the sunlit sea.
Not terribly impressed. Not surprised either. The remains of the dying sun are reflected in the waves and the skyscrapers rising across the bay. Your mind clears for a moment as your senses take it all in. Not just the glass skyscrapers, fragile looking in the shimmering air. River Esperance flowing into the bay.
Isn't it strange for this all-powerful thing, the sun, to be so generous towards us. You know, the best time to go out fishing is usually towards sunset, when the water is warmer.
Yeah, it's already 2:01. That's interesting.
The sun also falls on the Capeside tenements and war-torn ruins. An old sea fortress juts out, seemingly impervious to the sheen cast over everything else, shaking you out of your reverie. The sun does little for the dead, and those hopelessly lost in their own minds, or people living in desert climates with sparse vegetation and little drinking water.
Is that why you named your boat the Sun?
Oh, that was a bit of pride and a bit of superstition.
And a bit of conceptual unity too, it being yellow and all.
I'm not sure desert people are happy with too much sunlight.
Now you're just nitpicking. But I concede. Maybe desert people sometimes disagree.
Let's enjoy the view.
There's salt in the air, and the cries of the gulls and the skuas, grit of the sand and the green glint of broken bottles. But still your gaze always returns to the dazzling streaks of light, wherever they may be reflected, their fading opulence.
It's bringing us spring, summer. It's entirely on our side, no matter what we do or who we are, for absolutely no reason. It's unlike no other powerful being, certainly no powerful organization or government. How can that be?
Because it's not human. Humans betray you.
Do they? Some of them do, but sounds to me like you should choose your allies better, that's all.
She shrugs.
Maybe some general remarks before you say something big. Work your way up to the cool.
There's an interesting lilt in your voice.
Thank you. I'm half Ubi. My mother was from Ubi Sunt. Not a lot of sun there, I hear, though I've never been.
The wind ruffles her hair, silver-streaked in the moonlight.
Do you wish you were out there fishing right now?
I always do. I like it. It's like being on another planet, a water planet, with water worries and water joys.
The wind ruffles her hair, silver-streaked in the moonlight.
You have fish hooks in your ears.
These aren't real fish hooks, silly. They're earrings shaped to look like fish hooks. A drunk called Rosemary brought them to me. I kept them.
She turns her head and they dangle.
She's right. They're made mostly of plastic. A cheap novelty gift you can buy from a flower shop or a kiosk. The wind ruffles her hair, silver-streaked in the moonlight.
This might give me a minus bonus to this check, but I'm gonna try it. So, who do you think killed the hangman?
Good one. I'm gonna go with the rope.
She thinks it was a riddle. She must not even know of that business. Better that way.
Yeah, see, that took away 5%, but 92% is still pretty high. Let's try it. Let's say something about the sun, even though it's 2 in the morning.
Here we go. 2 different approaches to cap this off with style.
The only fault with the sun is it shines on us all, as well as our enemies.
That it does. But then, we are also enemies to our enemies, hey? And so she shines on us. The cops and the commies, the killers and the saints. You know, the wind's gonna pick up soon, and I have to go, but...
She takes her sword out of the scabbard. The blade shines in the gathering dark.
Have this. The sun's good, but it doesn't stick things. I've no use for it anymore.
Are you sure you don't need the sword?
No. Men around here are too drunk to pose a threat to me.
Think we can do this again sometime?
Doubt it. But thank you for the company.
She smiles sadly.
This is as far as it goes with her. You'd need to put a year between you and your last drink for anything more.
Thank you for coming on this walk with me.
Farewell.
She nods to you and turns to go.
As she walks off, the wind picks up, and the light from the sun seems to fade. The crumbling silhouette of failed electrical R&D towers in the distance, beckoning.
Let me take a look at this sword. Pretty sick, man. The blade of this mass-produced saber has dulled over the years and won't slice or stab anyone. It still commands respect in your hand, however. Holding onto its bakelite hilt fills you with a sense of purpose. A memory of the date. Very cool. Very cool. I am going to put that in my hand. And then let me put my conceptualization stuff back on. Starting to look like Renee. So it's past 2 a.m. I don't think I can do anything else today besides go to bed. So let me head back to the shack. It's been a very woman-centric episode. You know, drunk dialing the ex-wife. And then trying to hopefully heal the pain a little bit by going on a date with Lillian. She was nice. She even gave me a freaking sword, dude. But she said there's no chance of a second date. So I don't know. Maybe it's a little sad as well. I am trying to make Harry a little bit of a victim as well. I'm trying to pick dialogue options that kind of blame himself and doesn't give him any chance to learn from his mistakes. I kind of like him kind of mellowing in his own misery. I feel like that suits him. Okay, in I go.
It's getting cold, this late in the night. Time to call it a day.
I don't think I can interact with the mirror.
An old mirror hangs on the wall. You see the reflection of your face in it, such as it is. A regular, clean-shaven police officer. It's time. Time to see yourself as you truly are. It's going to be absolutely devastating, but there's no way to avoid it.
This is an endurance check, and it says impossible. I wanna say that this is gonna be something that's literally impossible to do, because you can see I got a lot of bonuses, but it's still only 3%. Let me see if I got some endurance items here. So yeah, I thought you couldn't try anything else past 2 a.m., but maybe you can. Let me see if I have any more endurance stuff. Yeah, I kind of gave up on organizing this inventory. Yeah, no more endurance stuff. Just the jacket here.
An old mirror hangs on the wall. It's time.
Yeah, still 3%.
Time to see yourself as you truly are. What was that? Did you just flinch before your own reflection?
I did not.
Yes, you did. There's no use denying it. The problem is obvious. You simply can't hack it. You're a failure. It's all too much for you.
I was just trying so hard, I was making progress.
It wasn't enough. You simply don't have what it takes. Look at yourself. You go about with this mopey look on your face, like a dog who's been beaten with an old stick. Hey, it took a minor neurological miracle to get your face to this point. You've let your guard down. Now, the combined armies of pain and shit are streaming through your gates, pillaging your stores, carrying off your Wömen.
Not my Wömen.
Oh yes, they're all gone. Carried off by foreign invaders because you failed to uphold the most ancient and noble vows. The worst part is, they might even prefer it this way. Now, every night while you masturbate in the ruins of your not-so-great-anymore hall, they're getting pleasured by foreign men with superior testosterone levels and far more advanced sexual practices than your feeble grunt and thrust.
It's never too late. I can still turn it back.
No, It's far too late. All that remains is for you to feel bad. Because you failed. And there's nothing you can do about it. That is the way of the world. It turns out you've already been wearing your true face. The face of the loser. The face of he who could not handle it. Now, get out of your sight.
I'm kind of enjoying this episode because I feel like it contains its very own self-contained story arc with the women and the fact that I failed with all of them. Interesting. Let me put this back on before I forget. And I think finally we can go to bed. Now, kids, remember, if you're gonna go to bed, never sleep with a rusty sword on you. You might roll over and stab yourself in the stomach. So don't do that, okay? Don't do that.
The bed is comforting, if a bit run down. Still, you've earned a rest.
Go to sleep.
The place feels almost like home now, quiet and dignified around you. A new life by the seaside. You're incredibly tired. The darkness and warmth come fast. You're falling asleep.
It's easier this time. Drifting off, your head has found a comfortable indent in the pillow. Your legs and your torso feel like lead weights sinking to the bottom of the sea, until they're suddenly light.
This respite, you've earned it, brother. Bask in the darkness. Let it swallow you up and swivel you around while you forget everything you've managed to remember.
But I've been bad. I haven't earned this.
No, you haven't. You've just been.
Is this the last stream?
No, this is the one before that. We'll just keep cycling it for you if you don't mind. As long as we can. Spin it like black yarn.
Enjoy it while it lasts.
Thank you, darkness. Thank you.
You're welcome, Harry boy. You earned it.
Fall into a deep, uninterrupted sleep.
After centuries of darkness, the alarm rings. But what's this? You actually feel rested. There's no time to cuddle with your pillow, however, or as much as shiver from the cold. The world awaits.
Go.
Very good. Day 6, 7:30 a.m. And we are ready to go. All right, boys, this is going to be a little bit of a shorter episode, but I kind of like this. I like how this episode had its own story arc. This is a good stopping point, so we're going to call it right here. I hope you're enjoying the series. Be sure to leave a like on the video if you're not already subscribed. I would greatly appreciate it. It keeps me motivated to keep working hard on the channel. 75% of people who watch my videos are not subscribed. We need to get that number up. You can be part of the solution, and I appreciate you for it. Thank you, guys. See you next time.
Thanks for stopping by the Renaissance Gaming Monastery. I hope you join our community on Discord and Twitter. These videos are produced with a lot of hard work and love. If you think they're worth $1, I'd be grateful for your contribution. You can send a thanks donation or become a member on YouTube. You can also support through PayPal, Patreon, or even with cryptocurrency. All links are in the description. See you on the next video.